JuJu Watkins, number 3 USC stave off number 20 Ole Miss in Paris. JuJu Watkins posted 27 points and 10 rebounds, and number 3 Southern California survived a second-half comeback by no. 20 Ole Miss, earning a 68-66 win on Monday in Paris, France. USC made its last 17 free throws, the last 2 by Stanford transfer Kiki Iriefin with 9 seconds left for the final margin, to survive going the final 8 minutes, 47 seconds without a field goal. Iriefin finished with 22 points and 13 rebounds. Watkins added 5 blocks for assists, 3 steals, and a whopping 9 turnovers. Ole Miss rallied after trailing 43-28 with 8:23 left in the third quarter, taking advantage of the Trojans' poor three-point shooting, 1 for 11, and turnover trouble, 26. KK Dean scored 19 to lead the Rebels before fouling out on the play that sent Iriefin to the line for the decisive points. Madison Scott added 14 points for Ole Mississippi. Kennedy Smith put up 12 points and 7 boards for the Trojans. Field level media. Women's top 25. UConn's Gino Orima ties D1 wins mark. Paige Buchers poured in a season-high 29 points as number 2 UConn down no. 14 North Carolina 69-58 on Friday, allowing Huskies coach Gino Orima to tie the all-time Division I wins record for women's and men's basketball. The triumph was number 1,216 for Orima, pulling him level with Tara Vanderveer, who stepped down as Stanford's women's coach following the 2023-24 season. The men's Division I record is held by ex-Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski, 1,202. Orima would stand alone if UConn beats visiting Fairleigh Dickinson on Wednesday. The 70-year-old Italy native has led the Huskies to 11 national titles and 23 Final Fours. Sarah Strong amassed 14 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks for UConn, 3-0, which led by double digits for almost all of the final 3 quarters. India Niver paced North Carolina, 3-1, with 15 points and 9 rebounds. Number 7 LSU 74, Murray State 60. The Tigers surrendered 32 points in the second quarter to fall behind at half 46-37, but their defense put the clamps down over the final 2 quarters as LSU, 4-0, rallied to down the Racers, 1-2. LSU allowed 8 points in the third quarter as it cut its deficit to 54-53, then was even stingier in the fourth, allowing 6 points to pull away. Murray State shot a blistering 61.1% and outscored the Tigers 32-12 in the second quarter, keyed by 16 points from Ava Learn. Learn finished with 18 points and added 10 rebounds, while Hallie Pook scored 15 points and Haven Ford had 10 points. LSU held the Racers to just 4 for 27, 14.8%, shooting in the second half, including 0 for 14 from three-point range. Flau'jae Johnson led the Tigers with 25 points, Michaela Williams added 15, and Anissa Morrow chipped in 10. 3 Southern California 81, Santa Clara 50. JuJu Watkins scored 22 points and Kiki Iriefin added 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals as the Trojans remained perfect on the season with a blowout of the Broncos in Los Angeles. Raya Marshall scored 12 points for USC, 4-0. The Trojans took control early, racing to a 25-13 lead after one quarter by shooting 47.6% from the floor and turning 7 Santa Clara turnovers into 15 points. Kaya Ingram scored 13 points for Santa Clara, 2-1, which committed 23 turnovers. Number 15 West Virginia 83. Texas A&M 62. JJ Quinterly hit 4 of 5 three-point attempts while scoring 27 points as the Mountaineers dumped the Aggies in Morgantown, West Virginia. West Virginia, 4-0, led by just 4 points at halftime before putting the game away with a 27-7 edge in the third quarter. Kylie Blackston contributed 17 points, and Sydney Shaw had 12 for the Mountaineers. Aisha Coulibaly logged 21 points and Sol Williams added 14 for Texas A&M, 2-2. Field level media. Top 3 unchanged, Trojans soar to number 4 in women's poll. The top 3 were unchanged in the Associated Press Top 25 Women's College Basketball poll released Monday, with Southern California climbing 3 spots to no. for after a big weekend win against UConn. The Trojans 11-1 held off the then-no-4 Huskies 72-70 on Saturday night, knocking UConn 10-2, down 3 spots to no. 7. UCLA 12-0, South Carolina 11-1 and Notre Dame 10-2 held their positions in the top 3, with the Bruins receiving 31st place votes and the Gamecocks and Fighting Irish each receiving 1. Number 5 Texas 12-1 and number 6 LSU 14-0 swapped places. Unbeaten Maryland 11-0 stayed at number 8, followed by Oklahoma 11-1 and Ohio State 12-0. The rest of the AP Top 25 women's poll: 11. TCU 12-1-12, Kansas State 13-1-13, Georgia Tech 13-0-14, Duke 10-3-15, Tennessee 11-0-16, Kentucky 10-1-17, North Carolina 12-2-18, West Virginia 10-2-19, Michigan State 11-1-20, Alabama 12-1-21, California 13-1-22, North Carolina State 9-3-23, Michigan 10-2-24, Iowa 10-2-25, Ole Miss 8-3, Field Level Media.